And I, oh,
Oh, actually, it's I
I'm gonna tell you why.
witnessed it several times in the Discord.
I'm gonna
But go
tell you
ahead.
why.
Yeah.
Right? You guys interpret. We don't interpret. You want us to interpret what you're saying, as opposed to hearing what you said and then speaking to that. You want us to gain the sentiment of your words as opposed to the words that you use. That's the miscommunication. So y'all want us to do the basically thing like y'all do. So basically, what you're saying is, no, no, no. I'm listening to what you said and I'm responding directly to that. I'm not summarying it to make myself feel good or bad. Y'all do that.
And then when we further explain, like, no, that's incorrect. I'll be like, no, it's not. This is what you really mean. Like, no, that's not what we mean. What I really mean is what I said.
Well, the reason a lot of men will tell other men not to listen to women is because it's been a proven fact that women will switch up. Women will switch up anytime the going gets going, right? Anytime it gets a little tough, right? I mean, we have numerous of videos, numerous of examples of women being asked a certain question and they tailor the answer to the question. So this is why you are now seeing a lot of guys get upset with other men who debate women, and they get upset with the questioning, right? They get upset with a brother gets upset with another brother because of the questioning, because they understand that, bro, if you ask it a certain way, it's going to get the real answer out of these women. But if you just directly ask them a certain question, of course they're going to sit here and lie. Of course they're going to tailor their question. So this is why you will see a lot of guys set up a question a certain way, because women can't get out of it. You're going to have to be truthful. This is one of your top reasons as to why your men don't want to tell other men, don't listen to women. Don't listen to women. When you look at women who sit up here, guys, listen, you've never heard a man get drunk, go out here and go sleep with women, and then his girlfriend, his dad, his mom find out, and then all of a sudden, now we're saying that, hey, well, the woman didn't grape the man. You will never hear that. But anytime a woman goes out here, go party, go clubbing, people tell them, hey, you don't want to go to the club. There's men out there, this, that, and the third. They will tell you up and down, I don't care. It is my life, YOLO. Nothing as bad is going to happen, right? Then when something does happen, all right, then when something does happen, they turn around and say, well, I don't know what in the world happened. Well, I just did this. Well, I just did that. And then all of a sudden, right, when the boyfriend finds out that they done cheated, this is what they do. Oh, well, you know what? Hey, the guy raped me. Once again, people, not in high school, but in college, we had mandatory Title IX meetings talking about women who do stuff like this, who will sit here and lie on a man because they don't want to face that consequence. And you had other women, right? These women were a part of the actual, I guess they were part of the behavioral department. So anybody who messes up, anybody who does something illegal, whatever, they're going to be the first ones to know, and they're going to be the ones that dictate what goes on, right? And she's telling us this literally happened. A girl was sleeping around with a man. Her boyfriend found out, so she then turns around, and instead of just admitting to it, right, she want to go ahead and say, well, nah, he did some things to me, right, and to try to mess the man's life up. When women are sitting here cheating and a guy may catch them, they will start to lie. They will start to lie. There's a reason why you see a bunch of memes of women who will sit here, and I'm talking about bawling tears, and then in the caption it will say, a woman could be looking like this and still be lying. This is why you do not listen to women. You also got to understand, these women will sit here and have periods. These women will sit here and have a bunch of periods, all of these cramps, get upset, can't control the emotions, and they just say all types of crazy shit, and then they will come back later on and say, well, I apologize, it was just my hormones, I apologize, I just don't know what was going on with me. This is another reason why you don't want to listen to women. I mean, once again, can we all agree that for women, they want to tone police? They want to sit here. They're the main ones to sit here and tell you all of their issues, but then in the same breath tell you they don't want a solution. So you just want to continue to stay within that problem. You don't ever hear men saying any of this stuff. Once again, it's only coming from women. This is why we say you don't want to listen to women.
next to you, she communicates annoyingly. Oh, so tell me why this, and then oh yeah. So then what happens with it? Come on, you don't gotta do all that. Just talk to me.
Well, sometimes when women do that, it's because, right?
Hence pontification. Just to
Uh-huh.
clarify the definition of the word.
Okay. It could be a sense of attack, right? And I think we all just naturally do it. It's just like,
as to why someone could easily say women do not belong in the workforce. Once again, the mental gymnastics that you have to go through with these women is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The mental and emotional gymnastics that women try to put you through just so they can seem right is just, it's sick. It's sick because all it does is just confuses everybody else. That's all it does. It confuses everybody else. Instead of just being clear about what you're saying, you want to go ahead and say vague terms. You want to go ahead and put TikTok words out there. So now instead of just actually just getting to the whole point, we got to sit over here and figure out what you're trying to say, because a lot of things that you're saying doesn't make sense. And once the guys start to ask and try to get deep into it, your whole statement starts to fall apart. And this is the issue that women have. Once you start questioning their ideas, and once you start saying, okay, well, let's go ahead and start explaining this stuff, and then it starts to seem kind of dumb to them, they will then turn around and start to play victim and say, well, see, no, you don't want to hear me out. See, no, y'all don't like to hear what I say. See, no, you all, every time I bring up an idea or opinion, you always say it's dumb. Like, that's messed up. That's discrimination. Instead of seeing it as, well, man, you just not making any sense about what you're saying. Nothing that you are saying is going to get us anywhere. It's not going to get anybody anywhere. And this is the issue that a lot of people have with intersectionality, adding women into the workforce, adding GEY folk into the workforce with intersectionality, because now they're putting in all of these ideas. And if their ideas suck, which sad to say, but a lot of them suck, right? They then sit here and they then say that, oh, well, that's discrimination. Oh, well, they don't want us to involve in this, that, and the third. Listen, if I have my own company, well, I ain't gonna say if I have my own company, but if I was a part of a business or whatnot, and we get to pick a group of people and you have women or gays always being the last ones picked, they will say that's discrimination, when it's like, once again, we just don't, if I don't want to work with you, I don't have to, right? But this is where they try to force that on you, and you don't want to take any of their ideas. If you don't want to implement any of their ideas, even though their ideas may be dumb, may not work in any capacity, they will then turn that and say that's discrimination, right? There should be no reason why you're doing that, when it's like, once again, what you are asking for, what you are talking about does not make any
right? I'm just saying I vehemently disagree because the action is what.
That was her name. The wife, yeah, the Wife School podcast. It is true, right? As a man, you have to understand how women operate and how women move within life, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get women, acquire women. Now, I might not agree with everything Fresh and Fit may say, but once again, they teach you how to get women. That is literally learning how to get women on your wee-wee. And we have no choice but to understand them, which is great because it leads into men understanding and having empathy towards women. We understand that women are weak. We understand that women are delusional. We understand that women just come up with stuff and they contradict themselves 24/7. So we do everything possible to make sure, man, they are still put in a good position to succeed in life. For example, if we truthfully did not care about how women feel or what women think, they would not be in the workforce. If we did not care about how women think or what women feel, we would not have all of these laws trying to protect women. It's just ridiculous. Y'all do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to definitely leave a link to his channel down below.